Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Diego Lopes! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brian T-City Ortega!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are back at the O2 Arena, London, England. We were not here when Leon Edwards confronted Jorge Masvidal backstage, the whole 3-piece and a soda bit, but we're happy to be here tonight.
Leon Edwards approached him, and he got a meal that he was not expecting. Let me tell you something, man. When you're in the O2 Arena, you better be ready to fight backstage or inside the octagon.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Big shot to the head. These boys are going at it.
Massive left hand.
Again. Nice strike.
Stuffs the take.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink in a Von Flue choke here.
The Von Flue choke looks like it's in. He's done a great job of keeping the shot.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Ortega's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup. It's tight. It's tight.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
We cross the midpoint in round 1. Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by T-City, Brian Ortega. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Ortega. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Under 90 seconds to go. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, big left hand! Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now, it's starting to show.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
Has a great timing on that double leg.
He's having his way with him here. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Waning seconds here of this opening round. Round 2 straight ahead.
Listen, it's the control and ground that's winning this fight. He cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the ground.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Big knee. Oh, man, what a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing landing massive shots.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now it's... Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he lands a big left hand. And now they are throwing.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, countering, it looks like with a bad flu choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to... You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by T-City, Brian Ortega. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that, look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, somehow he got out!
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
What a strike from off of his back. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on it. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Under a minute now to go in the round. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Good work from the top here by Ortega.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Relentless pressure from the top by T-City, Brian Ortega.
That was a slick transition. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters got stunned. It's amazing to think that we fight on.
We are in the best seat in the house to watch 2 men go out there and really lay it on the line. Both got hurt, but even when they were hurt, neither one of them looked like they wanted to take a step back. This is the exact type of fight they expected and the type of fight that they're delivering to the fans.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd, obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous round.
They both came with an idea that they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars, and right now I am certain that they're both going to receive that check. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every... Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine! He's out. What's this defense on display?
Ortega's looking for that arm triangle now. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish. That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, feet on the hips here. His right eye's closing up. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Rubber guard form now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work, trying to advance position to your ground and pound.
Right.
If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponents.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that for sure.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Great defense by the defensive fighter. Change of the position. Oh, right into mount.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
He passes the half.
Waning seconds of this fight. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by T-City, Brian Ortega. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-26, and 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, Brian T-City Ortega!
All right, so a big win on the scorecards by the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. You heard the cards there from Bruce Buffer, and just a lot of value in this performance. A lot of good grappling transitions, a lot of control time as well.
Well, just, he spent the...
Well, she's one of the best in the women's game now. And historically, Valentina Shevchenko, she's already got a UFC flyweight championship to her credit, and she will look to bolster her legacy yet again here tonight.
Not only is she one of the best, she's one of the nastiest. Who has a gun tattoo on the side of their hip, and she goes out there and she's got that thing loaded. That gun to me symbolizes the right hand and the right kick of Valentina Shevchenko. She's diverse. She's a great counter striker. She sets traps beautifully, and if you overextend or you attack too quickly, she will finish you on the feet, and she can also finish you on the ground. Just a phenomenal mixed martial artist is Valentina Shevchenko.
And if she gets a first-round knockout tonight, DC has agreed to get that gun tattooed on his midsection.
It won't show on the back.
Well, no one had a bigger 2023 than the UFC Women's Flyweight Champion out of Guadalajara, Mexico, Alexa Grasso. I said before the first Valentina Shevchenko fight that her career had methodically built to that moment. So don't be surprised if she's a live underdog in this setting, and she does become indeed the first to handle Valentina Shevchenko at 125 pounds. Fought exceedingly well in the rematch. She is so focused on her boxing and her grappling under Francisco Grasso and Diego Lopes that at this point in time, it feels like she's the best flyweight in the world, and it's going to take somebody's absolute best to dethrone her. Our tail the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Valentina Shevchenko. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Grasso.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here's the future Hall of Famer, Valentina Shevchenko, ready to go for round 1. It's rare for her to walk into a fighter meeting, DC, and suggest to us that she is prioritizing a finish. That is very much stepping out of her lane, but she believes this matchup provides the perfect canvas upon which to paint a masterpiece. We'll see if she can turn those words into action tonight. And that spinning kick found its home up top. Getting the hands going here early. Nice combination there by Shevchenko, punctuates it with the kick, and if you're going to stand and trade with Shevchenko, better tighten up that defense.
Yeah, but that's usually what she does. She's very good at mixing it up and leaving you with a kick at the end. I think back to her fight with Holly Holm. I thought that was one of her greatest performances to date, when she was landing those beautiful combinations and really dictating to Holly how the fight played out.
Oh, huge left hand. Nicely done as she closes the distance to attain the single collar tie. And now some knees. Push kick there to the bottom.
She gets space and gets some separation.
Nice straight right hand. Tries the flying knee to no avail. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
Heavy kick downstairs.
High-level stuff on the counter there. She waited for her opponent to engage, and when her opponent got a little bit off balance, she made her pay on the counter. Nicely done. Big elbow there lands. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Very nice leg kick there by Valentina Shevchenko. Oh, another beautiful kick to the thigh. She has attacked that area to great effect here tonight.
She said that was in the game plan. Let's work every part of the body. Right now, the target is the thigh, and she is attacking it effectively.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on the bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
Oh, big left hook there. So 28 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Shevchenko. Trying to set up that counterattack. Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect. Just over 2 minutes to go.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there. She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her to move the opponent, pull the head down, and try to wear on her gas tank.
Grasso gets caught by the straight punch. Well, she keeps prioritizing that calf kick, and now her opponent's calf starting to show signs of bruising.
She just took them. She had to check them before they started to accumulate. She's starting to really struggle with that calf now.
Oh! Big combination. Oh, nice jab.
Great vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority of these shots coming her way.
Her hands are always where they're supposed to be.
And there's that jab. 1 minute now to go in round one.
Nice looping punch.
Lands a kick there with the lead leg. Nice work by Shevchenko. The overhand left is true.
More strikes to the head. Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. Oh!
Ooh! Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there and you land something and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on them, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep that up. Don't change a thing. Keep the pace. Keep setting up.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go with round two. All right, here we go with our next round. Two of the best women in this division. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
You got to make a decision when you get up off of your stool going into the next round that this is my fight and I am not going to allow it to slip through my fingers.
All right, so she lands another leg kick there, and now you're starting to really see visible damage on the other side. I'm not sure how many more of these she can take.
She won't take many more. You'll start to see her fall to her back, try to engage in the grappling because she will not be able to get any weight on her front leg, which will make her stationary and be in a lot of danger to get caught with something hard at the top.
Oh, she got inside and right to the single collar tie. Well, she has thrown a ton of leg kicks here tonight, and her opponent has only checked a few of them as we show you the numbers in terms of her leg kicks thrown and landed. Absolutely incredible, the output and the accuracy out of this striker here tonight. Shevchenko's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
It's work.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
You need to fight back.
And she separates from her opponent.
Strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Oh, Huge left. Massive head kick. Oh, nicely done there. Her defensive wrestling has been on point all night, and she stuffs another shot there.
Stuffs another takedown. It's beautiful. Her awareness, her ability to flow. It's like she has wrestled her entire life.
Just unable to quite find that range. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
Oh, she's hurt. She's hurt bad. Oh, nice kick. Oh, good knee.
Just unable to quite find that range. Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Oh, great block there. Well, the visible damage on her body really starting to develop now. She's got to answer some of these body strikes or this fight's going to answer.
Well, she's got to block something in return. You can't wait until the attack is finished to try to throw something. You can't wait to try to defend. You got to be first. You got to be first with your offense. If you
They're probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Well, she's got a good armbar setting up well here.
Beautiful setup. She's got it very tight.
All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye. Oh, somehow she gets out.
It was locked in. She somehow survived.
Work.
Final seconds here of round two.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Shevchenko getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. He'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for her here moving forward. Looks like he'll close it up now. All right, so there's the end of the round. She didn't force the finish after getting that knockdown with the head kick, but was very close to getting the job done there for good in that round.
She's so patient. She's never going to overextend herself. She's never going to rush. She's never going to force anything. She will always stay exactly in her pocket. She will stay exactly in her rhythm. She believes that eventually the finish will come.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so two pretty good previous rounds. Now another round is underway. Your thoughts on what we might see here over these 5 minutes?
That one of these young ladies will really start to try and drive the point home that she is the better fighter.
Oh, she landed another strike to the body there. Very smart to work that body late in the fight when her opponent is fatigued. You didn't see a lot of that from her earlier in the fight. She is certainly getting after it now. Try to establish that jab. Huge connection by her there.
Lower the curtain. Bring the cast out. Bring the casting crew. Take a bow. The night's over.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, it's back in the fight and can potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She's going to have to close the door if she gets her hurt again.
Well, seems like more than that, but unofficially 115 total strikes have landed for Alexa Grasso. and just 42% accuracy in terms of the land rate against Valentina Shevchenko. All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Able to check that kick as well. Grasso's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ringside physician. Smart decision by the fighter to continue to attack that compromised area. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Straight punch. Well, she nearly got her out of there with the knockdown in the previous round, and her confidence remains high here, and she's building on that momentum.
She's building on the momentum that she gained in round number 1. That was not by mistake. She knows exactly and knew exactly what she was throwing to secure that knockout.
All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area.
Oh my goodness!
All right, so she gets the flush knockout here tonight, and you gotta think this is gonna lead to a lot of big fights the rest of the way this year.
Big opportunities are presented after you have a performance like this. She did an amazing job and got a massive knockout victory.
All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 28 seconds of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Alexa Grasso.
So the Guadalajaran gangster Alexa Grasso getting it done by knockout here tonight, and for a while she was outpointing people, and pretty convincingly. Nice to have a finish in one of that magnitude.
As the confidence grows, you're going to see Alexa Grasso do more.
Here's the oncoming bantamweight force out of the great nation of Georgia, repping Team Serra-Longo there on the northeastern side of the U.S. Merab Dvalishvili. He's been on the championship course for a long time. He's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
All he does is win, John, and he wins in a certain way. He pressures you and he breaks you down. I have seen so many great bantamweights fight Merab Dvalishvili, and you can see they start to lose, not only physically, but in the spirit. He attacks you at a level that's higher than just your body. He's a great wrestler. He will put a pressure and pace on you that not many people can stay with.
And I'm not sure that any athlete has ever muted Jose Aldo's offense as much as Dvalishvili did back in 2022. Merab back under the bright lights tonight. The Sugar Show live and in color. Sean O'Malley back on the proven ground here tonight. And what else can you say about what he did against Abu Dhabi? Close fight against Petr Yan, but that really served to put him on this championship trajectory.
Well, you gotta stand out and take note when you fight someone like that. So close. Even if he had lost, you had to give him his respect. But ultimately, he got the decision. This guy is a great striker. The one area where we have not seen him tested is in the grappling. Tonight he will have to rely on that if he wants to get another victory in what has been a fast-paced ascent up the bantamweight rankings.
And he is a willing grappler. We've seen him compete in Quintet Ultra. Augusto Tanquino Mendez, UFC veteran there firmly in his corner. But you're right, we haven't necessarily seen Sean O'Malley tested in that realm as yet. followed the tape for this Bantamweight Championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, so here we are back at the O2 in London, England, and we certainly glorify the Canadians and the Brazilian fight fans, and rightfully so. But when we show up in London, it's a sellout within 5 minutes every time.
Regardless of who's fighting, the English fans show up. They love fights. They're very understanding. They show up every single time. They're knowledgeable. They're ready to cheer, but don't be crazy. They will boo you out of that building.
Takedown defense is there. All right, good start for the Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley realizing particular success with that left hand.
Yeah, he's got a great left hand. He's so long for the weight that he pops the jab and he just darts it with the left hand. And you see it on full display right now. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Dvalishvili gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do with it. Oh, beautiful transition right into side control.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position. Double jab there by Sean O'Malley. Looking to set up that head kick again. This one does not find the home.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Missed on the right hand. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Just out of range with the big right hand. Dvalishvili's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there. And again, he shoots for a takedown here. Nearly got the fight to the ground, but once again, the takedown defense holds up.
But he knows this. He knows that in order to finally get the fight to the ground, he has to be patient and he's going to have to be committed. If he thought that he would get every takedown he shot, he would not find success and he intends to get it.
Doing work with the jab there.
Hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move. Let's recompose.
Straight right hand, no good. Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. Tries to work it into a takedown.
Another takedown lands. He passes to half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side. Drop. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it shows in that defense.
Just out of range with that left hook.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Tries to mix in a takedown here. Under a minute now to go. Checks that leg kick. Kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Oh, so the taller fighter lands a knee yet again. O'Malley's swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. Under 20 seconds now to go. Oh, nice job to land a knee to the body. Man, I wish I was that tall. Final seconds here in round one. Dvalishvili swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his forehead. The blood is trickling down, so we'll see if that becomes an issue or more of a factor here later in this fight. All right, so he survives to the stool, but he's going to need a plastic surgeon on Monday. Let us show you some of the strikes that caused that damage above the eye.
Just beautiful striking on display. He found the target constantly. He opened up a big cut above the eye, and now he sees that he's got a wounded opponent in front of him. He is going to target that eye even more in this next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Oh, the Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley lands the left hand yet again. He's about as accurate with that thing as anybody in this division.
I think that's what's most impressive about Sugar Sean O'Malley, is even though he's still young in his career, he has a patience and a calmness about himself in there that not many people possess. But that, he's hurt bad. Oh, that was a really nice takedown. Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. Oh, O'Malley getting worked from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
And there it is, another shot. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Oh, he postures up with a big head strike by Dvalishvili. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
He's got to be careful here.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Oh, watch the arm here. Arm is very tight. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. O'Malley's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the...
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how pink...
Dvalishvili's looking for that arm triangle. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
1 minute now to go round two. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Dvalishvili's in half guard, really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by O'Malley.
10 seconds to go.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attack.
That is tight.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Takedown defense holds up. Just misses with that one. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Nice job there. Oh!
Cannot take too many of those.
Short uppercut here in the clinch by Sean O'Malley. And a head kick to boot. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is going.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent.
Power shots landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up. Oh, and he lands yet another knee, and sometimes it pays to be the taller fighter, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Right now it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round three.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Oh, big shots from the top. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Massive good lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit. There it is. Now he's on the mountain.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Dvalishvili's looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position. In the half guard.
Dvalishvili, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
1 minute now to go in the third. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, big left. O'Malley's now dealing with a cheek cut. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about this. The accuracy will land right there. His opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurting bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
While the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Dvalishvili.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Dvalishvili.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, he's got that submission locked in. Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Dvalishvili. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Dvalishvili's in half guard. Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Now he's going full mount.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Nice positional control here.
Push off his head and posture. Keep your top control.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. O'Malley's in half guard now.
And now, I think he's looking for a submission. He's going to start to chase the arm triangle.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You've doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Looked like Dvalishvili's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really starting to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Sean O'Malley. Good, solid strike on the ground. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it's got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the stool.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish. He used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at this 5th and final round.
O'Malley's doing a good job of moving, switching stances.
Effective jab there by Dvalishvili.
job getting those hands up.
Well, no surprise to see him win. One more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot really quick.
That'll do it! Sean O'Malley with one of the greatest knockouts you will see!
What a fight! What a fight!
All right, Bruce Buffer now inside the octagon has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 45 seconds of round number 5, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
So Sugar Sean O'Malley gets it done yet again tonight as we congratulate the fighter and his MMA Lab teammates. He had some doubters coming in here tonight, Joe, but once again, Sean O'Malley is able to silence all his naysayers.